We weren't at the races. The lad showed character. It is what it is. If you've ever used these phrases to describe a football match, I have bad news for you. You're communicating absolutely nothing. You sound like every other amateur pundit who doesn't actually understand what they're watching. Today, I'm exposing the 10 most useless football cliches and showing you exactly what professional analysts say instead. And by the end of this video, you'll never use empty phrases again. You'll sound like you actually understand the game. Here's the problem with cliches. When you say, "we weren't at the races," what does that even mean? Were the players slow? Was the tactics wrong? Did they misplace passes? You've told me nothing. Professional analysts never speak like this. They use specific observations, backed by data, that actually explain what happened on the pitch. So in the next 9 minutes, I'm going to give you the exact formula system that professionals use. Cliché versus reality. Let's start with the worst offender. Cliché number 1. After a loss, managers love to say, "We weren't at the races today. The team didn't show up. We lacked passion." This is meaningless noise. Here's what a professional says instead. The formula is this. Our blank statistic was below our standard of blank benchmark number. The gap occurred because their press forced us wide and we couldn't find central combinations. The fix requires concrete action by specific deadline. Instead of "we weren't at the races," you say, "Our pass completion in the final third was 61% versus our season average of 78%. The gap occurred because their press forced us wide and we couldn't find central combinations. The fix requires central combination drills Monday through Wednesday." See the difference? I've just told you exactly what went wrong, why it happened, and how we're going to fix it. That's professional communication. The cliché version, you learn nothing. Now, let's look at the opposite situation. After a comeback win, you'll hear this. "The lads showed great character. We dug deep. The team has heart." Again, this tells you nothing about the actual football that was played. Here's the professional formula. Key moment, blank, we adjusted blank tactic, which created measurable outcome. Player name, executing specific action, changed momentum. Instead of "the lad showed character," you say, "Key moment, 67th minute, we adjusted to a mid-block, which created 3 counter-attacking opportunities. Johnson's recovery run at 71 minutes changed momentum. He won the ball high, triggered our press, and we scored 90 seconds later." I've just explained the tactical shift, when it happened, what it created, and which player made the difference. Showed character? That's a Disney movie, not football analysis. Cliché number 3. When a player has a good game, he was outstanding. Man of the match performance. Absolutely brilliant out there. Cool. Tell me what he actually did. Professional formula. Player name, blank, key statistic, specific action count, impact measurement, decisive contribution, specific moment or action. Example, Williams' 89% pass accuracy, 7 successful tackles, created 2.1 expected goals. His decisive contribution was the through ball at 78 minutes that broke their defensive line and led to our winner. Now I know exactly what Williams did. His accuracy, defensive work, creative output, and key moment. When you just say he was outstanding, I have no idea if he scored a hat trick or just ran around a lot. All right, managers love this one after making a formation change. "We switched things up at halftime, changed the shape, tried something different." What did you change? How did it work? Why did you do it? Professional formula. Transition from formation A to formation B at time addressed specific problem by mechanism. Result, measurable impact. Example. Transition from 4-3-3 to 3-5-2 at halftime addressed their overload in wide areas by creating numerical superiority in central zones. Result, pass completion improved by 73% in the second half and we controlled midfield. I've explained what changed, why, how, and what impact it had. Switch things up. That tells me nothing. Injury updates, the worst communication in football. He's day-to-day, touch and go. We'll see how he responds. This is deliberately vague and it frustrates everyone. Professional formula, player name, injury type, expected timeline, return dependent on specific milestone, replacement plan, tactical adjustment. Example, Miller has grade 1 hamstring strain, 10 to 14 day timeline, return dependent on passing sprint test clearance at 95% speed. Replacement plan will use a false 9 system utilizing creative midfielders in his absence. Now you know the injury, timeline, recovery condition, and tactical adaptation. Day to day? That could mean anything. All right, we've covered 5 major cliches in depth. Now I'm going to rapid fire 5 more with their professional alternatives. Cliché 6. The ref got it wrong. Impact on game state. Required 2-goal comeback. Decision at 23 minutes. Penalty awarded. Our response? Switch to 3-4-3. Cliché 7. They were the better team. Brighton excelled in transition speed, 2.1 seconds average from regain to final third. Cliché 8. We're going through a bad patch. Last 5 games, 1 win, 4-7 goal ratio. Conceding within 15 minutes of scoring. Solution? Deeper defensive line. Cliché 9. Good week on the training ground. This week focused on final third combinations. 3v2 overload drills improved pass completion by 23%. Cliché 10. The supporters were brilliant today. Supporter impact. 97% attendance, hostile atmosphere, reducing opponent pass accuracy by 8%. There you have it. 10 clichés exposed and 10 professional formulas to replace them. Next match you watch, convert just 3 clichés using these formulas. You can download the complete anti-cliché guide, all 75 formulas, link in the description below. And comment, what's the worst football cliché you've ever heard? We'll feature your answers in part 2. If this video helped you level up your football analysis, hit subscribe. More tactical communication content is coming. Next video, I'm breaking down why your favorite pundit actually knows nothing about tactics. I'll teach you the 4-phase analysis framework that separates professionals from amateurs. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.